The secret of immortality that science is trying to hide. Have you ever stopped to wonder if it's really possible to live forever? This question, which seems like it came straight out of a sci-fi movie, has intrigued scientists, philosophers, and billionaires around the world. But the truth is, behind high-tech laboratories and the closed doors of advanced research centers, there's a real search for something long thought impossible: immortality. And the most shocking part is that, according to some researchers, the answer may have already been found, but it's not being shared as it should.
Why?
In this video, you'll understand which secret technologies claim to stop aging, what science already knows about death, and why some believe this information is being intentionally kept from the public. Get ready, because what you're about to hear might change the way you see life and death.
The truth behind aging.
Let's start by understanding, why does the body age? Many people think it's something natural, inevitable. But science has discovered that aging is actually a set of errors that accumulate in our DNA, our cells, and our bodily systems over time. And if they're just errors, could they be corrected? That's exactly what many scientists are trying to do. One of the most famous names in this field is Dr. David Sinclair of Harvard University. He claims that aging is a disease, and like any disease, it can be treated. Sinclair and his team study substances that reprogram cells, making them function as they did when they were young. One such substance is NAD+, a coenzyme that activates longevity genes and has shown promising results in animal studies. Old mice regained energy and looked like young ones again. But if this is real, why isn't it being used on a large scale? The billion-dollar interest in living forever. Now comes the most intriguing part. Why are companies like Google, Amazon, and investors like Elon Musk putting billions of dollars into longevity and immortality research? Have you heard of the company Calico? It was created by Google itself, with a single goal: solve the problem of death. Yes, that's exactly what you read. They are heavily investing in research to understand how to stop aging, regenerate cells, and even reverse death in its early stages. Another mysterious company is Altos Labs, backed by powerful figures from Silicon Valley and renowned scientists. They work with cellular reprogramming, which basically means teaching an old cell to behave like a young one again. And believe it or not, there are reports that some tests have already succeeded in rejuvenating entire tissues. Now, if all this is really happening, why don't we hear about it in the news? The science that doesn't make headlines. The answer may lie in the very structure of the system. The pharmaceutical industry, for example, makes trillions from medications that treat the symptoms of aging, such as drugs for high blood pressure, cholesterol, arthritis, memory loss, among many others. If people stopped aging, what would happen to that market? Some say it wouldn't be in the interest of big corporations to reveal discoveries that could end aging, because that would completely transform the healthcare system, the economic model, and even the population balance of the planet. That might explain why many longevity studies are kept secret or face huge obstacles to becoming public. But despite that, the race for immortality is more alive than ever. Real experiments that challenge death. Do you believe there are people already testing immortality on themselves? Well, there are. One of the most well-known cases is Brian Johnson, a millionaire entrepreneur who spends millions each year on a project called Blueprint. The idea is simple, and at the same time, terrifying: to reverse the aging of every organ in his body to the state of an 18-year-old. He does this with a team of over 30 doctors, an ultra-strict routine, and constant testing to monitor every detail of his body. The most intriguing part? Tests show that his heart, liver, and even his skin have characteristics of someone decades younger. And Brian isn't alone. All over the world, people are testing extreme diets, advanced supplements, and even experimental genetic therapies, all in the name of one goal: to cheat death. And this raises the big question: is this the future, or a danger we're ignoring? The risks and dilemmas of immortality. If living forever were possible, would that actually be good? This is one of the biggest dilemmas scientists face today. Because immortality isn't just a biological issue, it's also philosophical, social, and even spiritual. If some people can live indefinitely while others don't even have access to basic healthcare, what kind of world would we be creating? Also, prolonging life without purpose can bring serious mental and emotional consequences. Humans have been shaped for millennia to have a beginning, middle, and end. Removing the end could shake our entire value system. That's why many current studies don't aim exactly for eternal life, but rather for a longer period of health, clarity, and vitality. The term most used by longevity experts is youth span. In other words, living longer, yes, but without losing the spark, energy, and joy of being alive. What you can do now to live longer and better. Now you might be asking, but I'm just a regular person, without millions in the bank. What can I do with all this? The answer might surprise you, much more than you think. Studies have already proven that food, sleep, and stress control directly influence how fast your cells age. Getting good sleep stimulates natural collagen production. Exercising activates genes related to regeneration. Avoiding ultra-processed foods reduces inflammation that ages your organs. And something as simple as walking in nature, meditating, or smiling more can lower cortisol levels and improve your longevity. In addition, there are natural compounds like resveratrol, quercetin, astaxanthin, and NMN, which are being studied for their effects on cellular protection and regeneration. Many of these compounds are already available in common foods or supplements. In other words, you don't have to wait 20 years to start applying the secrets of longevity in your life. What science doesn't want you to know, or maybe just can't reveal yet. Going back to this video's big question, is science hiding the secret to immortality, or are we just beginning to understand it? What we know for sure is that we've never been so close to decoding the codes of life. What once seemed like magic or fiction is now being studied in real laboratories. And what you do with this information is up to you. You can continue living on autopilot, or you can start right now to adopt habits that slow aging, and who knows, maybe become part of the first generation of humans to live far beyond what was once considered possible. The choice is yours. And now, I want to hear from you. Do you believe immortality will be real someday? Would you like to live forever? Or do you prefer a short, intense life with a clear end? If this video made you reflect, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who needs to hear this. After all, time is passing, but maybe not for much longer. See you in the next video.